Sounds good. Bobby, after such an emotionally and physically draining match, I'm sure against CF Montreal, even if probably the result was uplifting for the group, what are kind of the keys to, matching that effort on Saturday against an Ottawa team who, will be very hungry to make a statement?
Yeah, it's always a challenging one coming out of a midweek game and a midweek game with that's so important for the club, and obviously needed maximum effort in those two games, and it's a quick turnaround, especially with a game that lasted 5 hours on that night and an early turnaround on Saturday. Um, Biggest thing is guys get enough rest as possible, and all the good things in between, and we usually do a good job of turning around from one opponent in one game to another, whether that's been a high or a low, and that's something that is key to this team. We go into the Montreal game having lost last weekend in a game where I thought we did a lot of good things, and so we have to have that same mentality. We know we're going to play a team that's obviously well rested and has prepared this week fully for this game, and we've had half a day to prepare, but we believe in what we do on the pitch, and I think we'll try and show that tomorrow.
And one phase of the pitch that might be of interest in particular is the midfield. I think there's three CPL players of the year in there between the two teams. At least have the potential to step on there. Abu, obviously, coming in from or having previously played for you guys. How important is that third of the field to this game? And obviously a lot of talent from both teams in that, yeah, third.
Yeah, well, we know from Forge over the years the midfield has always been a strong point for us, and it continues to be this year. And it's what it's what keeps us moving. So it's an important part of the pitch for us, and how we do that, and which players do we progress in zones. And this year we found different ways to do that with adding more players into the midfield from defending spots, whether that's with guys like Janssen or Daniel Para, or reverting back to some other players and bringing Benny a little bit more centrally. So there's always different looks we want to be able to use against opponents, keeping things fresh, keeping things a little bit different. But it's definitely going to be something that's important for this game tomorrow. And the interesting thing is we did this again last year when we played Montreal in the Cup, and came here and played in 2 days rest against Ottawa. So something we've done in the past.
Thanks so much, Bobby.
To Adam Jenkins. Go ahead, Adam.
Sure thing, Bobby. On the list of top performances in Montreal, I think Chris Kalongo is near the top of it. Just how pleased were you to see him bounce back after a tough performance against Vancouver and show his composure and maturity on such a high level?
Yeah, I think you said it right there. It's the maturity that he has as a goalkeeper. None of us are perfect. We're not going to have perfect games each and every day, whether we're the coach or a player on the pitch. It's how you perform consistently. That's the most important thing, and that's a great sign for him in that game against Montreal. I thought he was absolutely excellent for us, and that's the level we expect from him, and that's what he should expect from himself. And he's already shown that on a consistent basis this year. Obviously, for any young goalkeeper, having those performances in important matches, in knockout matches. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. It's playing in those pressured situations where you win, you move on. You don't, it's over. I think that's only for good for the growth of the player, and especially for him.